I had to drink protein shakes because I am a vegetarian. I don't eat meat. And sometimes people think that's a political statement. No, I just don't eat meat. Sometimes guys at a barbecue get angry at me because they think the fact that I don't eat meat says something about their lifestyle choice, which it doesn't. The only thing it says is, congratulations, you're at an awesome barbecue because you can have my meat as well. You can have double meat. Like, have my meat. I'm sorry, sir. I'm not sure I looked you directly in the eye. That was a complete accident. I am so sorry. I was at a barbecue recently and a guy got mad at me because I don't eat meat. I had just sat down and he said to me this. He goes, "You are an insult to human evolution." And you know that one of those moments where you know you're not going to agree with the person's opinion, but we live in an age where you should at least listen to different opinions of your own. And I'd already sat down and I had a fresh beer and my hips hurt. So I was like, you know what, mate? Speak on. I want to hear this argument, right? Let's be honest, I'm vegetarian. I just didn't have the energy to protest. But I said, please, mate, speak on. Tell me your story. He goes, well, do you believe that human beings are the top of the food chain? And I was like, yep, you've got me there, mate. I do believe human beings are the top of the food chain. And he goes, well, that proves that we get to eat all the other animals because that's how the food chain works. Now, firstly, that is not how the food chain works, but secondly, that only works if you beat the animals one-on-one, right? Because here's the truth about humanity that we're forgetting more and more in this current age. We work because we work together. Human beings are top of the food chain because we built societies and machinery and we put all these things together. We built weaponry. We're not top of the food chain because we're super smart or super speedy or super strong or have poisons or spikes or any of those things. We're terrible. Oh my God. One-on-one against most animals? Shut the fuck up. Come on, go to a zoo and look around at all the animals that would beat you in a fight one-on-one. I would get messed up by anything bigger than a medium-sized dog that had not had a walk that day. 3 cats with a plan, you know? A determined gerbil, to be honest. But even our best fighter, you could get like Conor McGregor or like Ewan McGregor or like Russell Crowe or like, I'm not really good at knowing fighters, but you could get the best human fighter and put them up against the worst lion. The lion still wins that fight, right? You find Brian, the bong-smoking lion, who's just been living in a cave for like 20 years, moved from the desert, didn't really like it, just grown his hair into dreadlocks, smokes apple bongs all day, watches The Lion King over and over. All the other lions are like, come on, Brian, let's fight. And he's like, nah, Hakuna Matata. That lion would beat our best fighter, right? And that's as adults. As babies, we are bottom of the food chain. Have you ever seen a human baby? Oh my God, they are like shit forever. Like, you have to look after a human baby legally for 18 years. Have you seen a baby giraffe? They're born in the middle of the desert and then 18 seconds later, they're like, oh yeah, I get this, I'm a giraffe. You think a human baby could beat a giraffe baby in a fight? If you think that, then you are crazy. And by the way, you've never seen a giraffe being born. There might be people in this room who go, I've seen a giraffe being born. You haven't. It's been implanted in your memory. And I'm not some crazy conspiracy theory person. I believe that Al-Qaeda planned 9/11. I believe that, men went to the moon. I'm not crazy, but here's what I do not believe for 1 second. That giraffes have baby giraffes. No way. Have you seen a giraffe? No way. I call bullshit. There is no way you can fold a giraffe in a way that it fits inside another giraffe. No way. You cannot do that. It is against the laws of physics. I can't fold a fitted sheet to put it in a cupboard in my house. I can't get a bookshelf into our spare room because I can't get the right angle to get it through a door. But you're telling me a giraffe just magically folds up and comes out of a no way does that happen? Unless giraffes are like those Russian dolls and it's just like a big giraffe and then a slightly smaller giraffe and then a tiny giraffe and they just open up and it's like, oh yeah, I get this, right? No way! A giraffe looks like something you order from Wilderness IKEA and put together in the desert and there's one bit left over and people go, chuck it in the neck, no one checks. That's a giraffe. We work because we work together, and I try to work together, but you know, as a white, straight male, you don't know. Okay, so here's the thing. I'd like to say I'm a feminist, but I also don't want to be one of those guys who says, I'm a feminist, and then suddenly you're like mansplaining things, and sorry, do you know what mansplaining is? That's, it's when a man will patronisingly explain an idea to a woman who's clearly competent enough to understand that idea in the first place. Oh my God, I love that there was like just a few rows back, one confused looking woman, and then the guy next to her was like, I'll explain it. Here's the thing. I just think we can't move on as a society until we realise that there is inherent bias against women in our society. It's just a fact. It's a fact of nature, ladies and gentlemen. Did you know, this is an absolute fact, you can look this up, but female-named hurricanes kill twice as many people as male-named hurricanes. That is a fact. You can look that up. It is so disproportionate that they had to do a myriad of studies into why so many people were being killed by the female ones rather than the male ones, and here's what they discovered. This is true. It turns out that all human beings are so inherently sexist, men and women, that as a society we are less afraid of female-named hurricanes than we are of male-named hurricanes. Apparently, if we hear it's Hurricane Barry, we're all like, oh no, it's Barry, run and hide! It's Barry, he's been drinking and his footy team lost. Hide! It's for Barry! But if we hear it's Hurricane Betty, we're like, I love Betty, she'll clean up. Come on, Bets. Give us a twirl, love.